Damn it, son of a bitch. I almost caught you. Welcome to the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast. I'm your boy, the franchise player, Double B Bad Blood, joined by the mixologist himself, Mr. Chemical Julian, your boy, Double J, Josh James, and every Monday's, god damn it, fucking bareback ass shit.
I
Sunday
love
Center.
me some Monday Night Bareback.
You fucking got me, bro. I was reading that shit and I stopped myself. Welcome to welcome to the Monday Night Raw recap here on the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us for Monday Night Bareback.
Jesus
we
Christ.
appreciate it. We'll clean up before we leave.
Yeah, it's pretty awkward.
Pretty awkward, yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show, yeah.
Second witness protection.
Yeah, so we're doing Monday Night Raw tonight. We're gonna talk about everything that went down tonight on Monday Night Raw and the winners and losers and the angles.
Wait,
and
before
the proof that Triple H is in charge 100%. But first and foremost, I would like to give a shout out to our current reigning and defending trivia champion.
Shut up. That did not count. I was not here for
the
it.
Winner of Trivia Round 20.1, the makeup version of trivia from last Wednesday. We did it this Friday, and guess who's showing up on top? It was Josh James for the win.
Double J.
Followed by Groovy Bison in second place in the franchise in third.
I only missed one.
It don't count.
And in eighth. Sinner didn't show up.
First of all, if it's not on Wednesday, it don't count.
Hey, wait a minute. You won a trivia on a fucking Saturday.
So you showed up.
That was Black History Month trivia, you racist son of a bitch.
I will like you to acknowledge me as your new trivia champion.
Wait, Josh won trivia when it wasn't Black History Month. How racist.
So, Josh, once again, congratulations.
No, don't fucking congratulate him.
Recognized win.
Thank you.
That being said,
fuck that, Josh. Eat your Twizzler and shut up, Josh.
We start off tonight with Monday Night Raw with who? Our champion, Seth Rollins. No selling the back.
No selling. Hey, he landed on a nice firm mattress. He's fine.
With his wife on top.
You know the man ain't ever on.
Man in business.
No.
He's the stiffest man in business. Put Becky out for 9 months, bro. He is.
He about to put her out for another 9. Keep it up. And he comes out here and
Can we talk about what the fuck he was wearing for a second? What the fuck was he wearing?
First of all, that was my grandma's best outfit, and she let him use it.
I was gonna say he stole that from Austin Powers' closet,
along with the boot with the elevated boots.
Mm-hmm.
So out to Drew McIntyre.
When the fuck did this show become Fashion Police?
When he started coming out there wearing Astro Boy boots.
Shut.
Right there, BCW Worldwide. Yes, Josh is champ. I agree with you.
Let's block BCW Worldwide.
So greatest part of the night was when Seth Rollins was like, hey, Drew, just come out here and party and relax. You were once part of a band. You know how to do that.
Mm-hmm.
I was like,
they're dropping seeds.
Baby.
Sprinkling.
It's coming.
We got a
Let me
Royal
give a
Rumble
special
right
shout out
around
to
the
Ultimate
corner.
Hater who joined me the other day to finish the fucking show, by the way.
Good job, Ultimate Hater.
And what did, I'll have to go back and watch it to find out.
Me and Taekwon are in love now.
Ever since that tweet.
Ever since that Abraham Lincoln tweet, he stole my heart with that.
I was like, he won the internet today. Like, he
Yeah,
just won
he
the
did.
internet.
The entire
He
internet.
won.
And he ruined Julian's trivia.
One way to skin a cat. Not saying that I don't like cats.
Anyway, Julian, continue.
So Drew McIntyre's like, all right, man, I'm out of here. You go to the back. And what happens? Seth Rollins gets jumped by Damian Priest.
Send your money in the bank.
Damian Priest is going to take him to the woodshed and out to help him. You know, once Damian Priest beats down Seth, out comes Dominic carrying the Money in the Bank briefcase to cash it in.
Why wouldn't Damian just carry it out with him?
He carried himself. Yeah, I don't know. But Drew McIntyre stops him like, hey, where you going?
You know what?
Hey, man, I'm just trying to help my boy cash in his Money in the Bank briefcase.
Yeah.
You know what?
Somebody got the Glasgow kiss and got knocked the fuck out.
That actually made sense because on Saturday, Rhea made him give her the Money in the Bank so he couldn't cash it in. So for once, WWE has a little bit of continuity.
Are you saying that for the last 2 days?
Yes.
Rhea's like, no, you can't have the briefcase.
Yes.
Also, he fucking should have played for the NFL because the way he chucked that motherfucking suitcase.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I was like, this is about to break the screen.
You remember when Brock threw fucking Braun's suitcase?
Yeah, that's what I thought was going to happen.
That shit went from like the ring all the way to the gorilla.
Or do you remember when Brock Lesnar threw that door, the car door, and hit a fan?
Do you remember Brock Lesnar defeated every black champion? Oh, wait. Yeah.
You remember when Cody ended racism so Brock beat him when he came back?
That's why Abraham Lincoln got beat up by Brock.
That's right. And his undefeated streak.
Yep.
The 1 in 399 and 1. You're reigning, defending, segregationist Brock Lesnar.
Brock's like, yeah, we bring racism back.
Brock's like, I carry my own water.
I'll show you stars and bars, Michael P.S. Hayes.
Right?
He's like, I carry my own water fountain.
So let's talk about this beat down with Seth Rollins. He came out and complained about his back being broken and all this other bullshit. But
he wasn't acting like it.
He's gonna be a fighting champion, but tonight he didn't want to defend the belt. You know,
Shinsuke done blew that back out.
Yeah, Shinsuke took it to the ass, boy.
Yeah.
Literally that ass.
Like that sounds.
I mean, did you watch the match? You see what I'm talking about? That was my ass mouth a lot. Anyway. No, I'm sorry. That was Tony Storm and fucking.
Hey, did you see Diamante's tweet after that?
Diamante.
Yes.
She ain't on it.
Bro, Tony Storm, they went ass to mouth, bro. It was
She
crazy.
said, Lego my ego.
Oh, my God.
But let's get ahead that.
But you know what? The crowd, the people are turning on Seth now. Well, he needs to lose the title. Like, the man's
funny
there.
how they demanded he get the belt. He gets the belt, now they want to lose it.
But here's the thing, you know what?
Typical wrestling fans.
But you know what? It's proven exactly why the way they fucking book Roman is perfect. Because you don't see Roman every week. People don't get tired of Roman.
Correct.
So maybe that was the right way to do it.
So you got to remember, back in the day, Hogan defended the championship
every quarter, once a quarter.
Saturday night's main event.
And pay-per-views.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You ain't never
main
gonna
event
turn.
happen like once
I
every
mean,
4 months.
before television and streaming, well, definitely before streaming, but before television rights came along, and you had like weekly shows, your champions weren't defending. I mean, if the champion was like taking on a challenger out of the blue on a TV show, usually meant he was going to lose, or there was some sort of screw job, or it was going to lead to an angle. And so now, with pay-per-views being once a month, pretty much, maybe every 6 weeks, I mean, that's still on the pretty high on the frequency list, especially given the fact that you've got other titles that you can showcase. And so, which is why I'm really glad that they're highlighting the Intercontinental Championship again.
Yeah, me too.
B, they need to do the same thing with the U.S. title.
Yeah.
They kind of, it's kind of been in the undercard, if you will. Even though Austin Theory was hot with it, but they just someone just decided to shit on him. So anyway,
Yeah.
Well,
he was a Vince guy, so when Triple H got the book, it was like,
Yeah.
well,
we're changing everything from you.
Which is weird because Triple H is the one that plucked him out of Evolve.
Correct. But also the third thing is NXT is finally getting the third brand treatment, and not the developmental treatment.
Good.
So if you're mobilizing belts between shows, I mean, you can kind of keep them highlighted and in rotation. I mean, say what you will, but Dominic Mysterio having the North American Championship, a little bit of a highlight. Jonah being a former Bronson Reed being a former North American champion, it's a feud in the making. I mean, there's a lot of things that could happen. And like what we saw tonight on Raw, we saw Indy Hartwell, we saw Tegan Knox again, we saw Maddie out here putting together a stable. We got DIY that's coming back together. A lot of these people that Vince had locked in the basement, they just opened up the trap door and let them out. Where the fuck has Indy Hartwell been?
Well, here's the thing though, Triple H is booking. When Johnny Gargano returned last week, that crowd was dead silent.
Because no one cares about him.
You know why they were dead silent? Because they didn't expect it and they didn't care. Because you didn't make them feel anything. Wrestling, in my opinion, and Senator, you know this as a wrestler, it's not about the moves. So sometimes it's not even about the fucking story. It's how you make them feel.
Right. It's about the emotion.
If you can't make them feel shit, no one gives a fuck. Just sit down they did where DIY got attacked. That made you feel some sort of way, like shit. Now we gotta see these motherfuckers get back. Now you can build something off of that.
But also the difference here is because this is where WWE shoots himself in the foot. When you have NXT where DIY is huge, like Shawn Michaels, Triple H made NXT phenomenal. It was a great third show.
Those takeovers were fucking amazing.
Oh, those were great.
The main roster treated it like developmental. So your main roster fans didn't really watch NXT. So that whole thing with DIY and the buildup and the feud and everything else was so long ago. And what I mean by that is a few years ago isn't that long ago, but in wrestling fan mentality, that shit might as well have been in the 80s.
Right.
Now it's like, oh, we got a DIY reunion. And many of them are like, who?
Like who?
People look at Ciampa and they're like, who's the skinny Triple H?
Well,
and they're like, why is he looking for Johnny Gargano? Because between DIY and now, you had the Johnny Gargano, Dexter Lumis, Indy Hartwell shit, which I don't know nothing about. I don't remember. I wasn't watching it.
Do you know D-Way?
And now,
what's up, John?
Here's the thing.
And now you're trying to be like, oh, DIY is back. It's not like FTR reuniting. I mean, FTR has been together this whole time, still doing stuff. This is your wrestling fans' memory is your worst enemy right now.
Well, here's the thing, and this is the problem AEW is running into. And while NXT was good for what it was, because it catered to that small internet audience.
Mm-hmm.
During the black and gold era, that's what when NXT was on the network, they catered to that internet crowd.
Yep.
And that didn't transition well to TV, as we've seen with the ratings. I don't think NXT's ever broke 1 million. So, I mean, and that's the problem AEW has right now, is they're catering to that internet crowd. Oh, Jay White's this huge signing to, everyday, just regular wrestling fan. Who the fuck is Jay White?
True.
Correct.
And that's the problem with bringing these guys that never made it to the main roster and got released from NXT, and then thinking you can just bring them back home on the main roster, and the crowds are like, oh my God, they're back. It's amazing. Most of the crowd don't know who the fuck these guys are because NXT is a very niche audience.
Yeah.
Hey man, say what you will. It's so ridiculous. I made myself laugh. say what you will, but if Eric Bischoff was running WCW and Jade Cargill was trying to leave, he'd have thrown Thunder in Paradise at her. Wait, don't leave. I got a TV show for you.
I got TV.
I can totally see that too.
I get it.
Oh my God.
We're gonna call it Chocolate Thunder in Paradise.
Wow.
Paradise.
Sad part is that shit would have fucking happened too.
Hey. Eric would have been like, what are
It was
you
the
going to
90s.
say? I'll give you
Probably
creative
would've.
control, a TV show, wage matching. You
Her,
have it all.
her boat would have pulled up. She would have hopped off onto the sand, and here comes Sid, Colonel Parker, Vader.
And cheat them.
There she is.
So Hater
Here
just
comes
came
the
up with a
bitch
good
in the shark
idea. We should
fin's back.
be live tomorrow for both shows.
I'm down for that.
Ooh, I don't work tomorrow.
I mean,
I
we
do,
wouldn't
though.
have to stream on Wednesday either.
Oh no, we'd have to stream trivia on Wednesday. I need
yeah.
my get back.
Dude, let's call it Tuesday Night Wars.
Tuesday
Oh my
Night
God.
Wars. All right.
That's original. I'm glad you took the whole 3 seconds of
I know.
mental gymnastics to come up with
Where did that
that.
go
Hey, Blood's
from?
smart. He knows what he's talking about.
Why didn't they call it that in the 90s?
In the immortal words of the greatest man of all time, Christian Center, go fuck yourself.
Hey, you know what? Just speaking of Eric Bischoff, right quick. Is he every week he has all these fucking opinions on how AEW is doing business wrong, blah 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 blah. When actually AEW's been in business longer than Eric Bischoff was in control of WCW. But besides that, this is the man that gave favored nations contracts to Scott Hall and Kevin Nash,
Allegedly.
where if anyone made more than them, they'd automatically get boosted up to that. And then he brought in fucking people like Bret Hart and paid them more than them and had to boost them up because he's a smart businessman.
So smart.
And the funny thing is, like when I listen to 83 Weeks, you can hear when he talks about Bret Hart, you can hear just the regret in his voice.
Mhm.
Because, and the thing is, I don't know how Vince had gave Bret such a fat ass contract, but Vince was like, "Hey man, I can't afford you no more." Bret's like, "Well, fuck it, then I go to WCW." And he was like, "All right, well, get on out." And it's really funny how, in hindsight, Vince really comes off as a good guy. It's like, I just want what's best for you and your family. When really he was sending in Bret Hart as a mole to take down WCW from the inside.
Here's the thing.
Injecting him with the poison.
He was trying to get Teddy Hart hired.
Wow. They didn't have no cats there, so he can't get a job.
According to Teddy Hart, he was going to debut as a Blue Blazer. So, straight to what it is. But, and the crazy thing about Bret Hart is, so he got screwed at Survivor Series. As of that night, his contract, he had no more obligations to WWE.
Hey man, Brett screwed Brett.
But, yeah, Bret's,
And Goldberg did too.
if he was
And
big
Vince.
enough,
Vince
if he was
screwed
big-
Vince for the DNA.
if he was big enough to screw himself, then congratulations. Better man than I am. But now, Mr. Business knows it all, Eric Bischoff, who fucking shits on everything AEW does. He could have had Brett on TV that following night after Montreal. He waits a whole nother month before he brings Bret Hart on TV.
Is there a no compete clause after? Well, you know what? Also, what I will say is he was probably so worried about getting sued, and his lawyers hadn't investigated every avenue into which he could not get sued. He was like, "Hey, look, we're not going to do the Rick Rude thing again."
Well, no, the Rick Rude thing happened after Bret debuted, or
So here's
after
the thing.
Bret left WWF.
Here's the thing about what Sinner is saying. When your contract expires,
Yeah,
there's no compete clause.
Well, his contract didn't expire. He was let go of his contract.
correct.
But the non-compete clause didn't come around until after the Rick Rude situation.
No,
That's
Really?
when,
Okay.
that's
I
when
didn't
Are
know
you sure
that.
about that?
yeah, that's when WWF started doing the non-compete. Was
Did not
after
know
Rick
that.
Rude showed up
Oh
on
yeah,
both
he
shows.
showed up on Raw and he showed up on
And-
fucking Nitro at the same time.
Right, and that's
Okay.
when Vince started
Correct.
putting the non-compete in the contract.
Makes more sense.
There was
now.
no non-competes before then.
I did not know that.
That's why Luger could just show. Well, Luger's contract expired, so that would have been different. But yeah, they didn't have non-competes is a relatively new thing.
So, and this is nothing but a game of what ifs, but all things considered, the way the things went, did Vince make the right call?
Let's be honest about this for a second. Let's talk about business as a business standpoint. Vince made the worst call because here you are sending out a bona fide star to your enemy. That's like Vince saying, you know, Dwayne, go fucking to AEW. I fucking dare you. And then The Rock shows up on AEW next week, gonna get 10 million fucking views because of The Rock, right? John Cena shows up, 10 million views. So even if they're not in contract, you're gonna want to give them a non-compete clause so they can't go there. So if you're smart enough,
No. I get that, but I mean, in hindsight, in the grand scheme of things, everything worked out to Vince's benefit.
Oh yeah, it
Yeah.
created the Mr.
And
McMahon
I-
character.
And I was going to
I would
say,
like to believe that Vince was consciously competent of what he was doing, but I think that, and for those of you who want to draw parallels between where you're in life right now and where your ex-wife is, I'll leave that up to you or your ex-spouse. But there are some people who are just going to fuck themselves,
Yeah.
and if you just go ahead and focus on your business, their stupidity or their ineptitude will often benefit you by default.
Well, here's
Yeah.
the thing, and here's what Vince
I
knew.
get what you're saying.
Here's what Vince knew, because remember, we go back to 93. Brett drops the title to Yokozuna. Hogan comes on and wins it. The agreement was Brett would win it back from Hogan at SummerSlam. Hogan said, "That ain't going to work for me, brother." And Brett was pushed to the side. So Vince automatically knew Brett going to WCW, he wasn't going to be used as the main guy because Hogan was in WCW and Hogan actually had creative control there.
Okay, so pause right there. Let's go back to Bret Hart catching the sand in the face, the salt in the eye from Mr. Fuji, Yokozuna winning the belt, and then Hogan running in to avenge Bret getting cheated,
Right.
and Hogan getting
Hogan.
an impromptu championship match right then and there.
Yeah, good guy Hogan.
As a wrestling fan, I can tell you that at that point in WWE history, I didn't give a fuck. Whether Hogan was champion, if Luger was champion, if Yokozuna was champion, if Bret Hart was champion, if the Nielsen Taker came in and became champion, like I just didn't care at that time because that was a point in the history of the business where, you know, they say business has its ups and downs. WCW wasn't on fire, neither was WWE. So was Hogan putting asses in seats?
No.
In 93,
I don't
no.
think so. I mean, you know, was Bret putting asses in seats in Canada? not really in the U.S. There was no real controversy. The whole evil Japanese Yokozuna had kind of run its course. I mean, and so there wasn't, whether Hogan or Brett was champion was not that much of a game changer.
No.
Were they making money? Sure. And like, am I reading like box office receipts? No, I'm not. But as time went on, I don't think I do believe that Brett thought he was a bigger draw than maybe he really was, but
Well, here's the thing: you say, were they making money? Were they? Because that was kind of the start of the financial ruins of WWF for a while there, to where they weren't even supplying water to their employees at the office, and you had to pay for your own copies.
I mean, dude, I can tell you, I checked out during the Lex Express for sure.
Oh yeah.
And it probably wasn't
fans actually.
And I probably, in terms of wrestling, I caught Superstars and I caught WCW Saturday Night.
Right.
Maybe bought a WrestleMania pay-per-view. If I had a black box, that's how I watched it. But
why you got to be black?
But like what? Because he was ingenious in industrial. And I wasn't like, hey mom, can I watch the Big Four, or or purchasing the Big Four pay-per-views. So,
when was it that you checked out of wrestling back then?
Definitely by the Lex Express. I mean, I knew, the Lex Luger thing was just Lex Luger, Brackus.
Brackus didn't come around to the Attitude Era. You're thinking of
So remember when they were doing those Raw shows out of the strip club? I was barely watching.
That was Shotgun Saturday Night.
I remember good old Shotgun. Those were good.
I mean, even like Steve Austin is the ringmaster.
Right.
Maybe that's where I was coming back in, and it was kind of hit or miss.
Right.
But definitely, Attitude Era, when that started ramping up and stuff was getting kind of raunchy. Yeah, I was watching it. I was in college.
I mean, growing up, I was more of a WCW guy. But yeah, there was, I want to say during the whole Bill Watts era, I was kind of checked out from WCW. Because that was just like, because I remember going back when I was a little older and watching the old WCW stuff and be like, when the fuck did this happen? This must have been like, I missed Jake Roberts' entire run in WCW, all 2 months of it.
It was a blink and you miss it.
I mean, that's one of the things that I really love about the WWE Network, because the Dustin Rhodes on the fighting on the back of the flatbed.
Hey, the greatest match in the history of pro wrestling.
I mean, I missed all that shit.
The King of the Road.
Go back and you watch some of these old Starcades. I definitely remember watching the Shockmaster shit on. WCW.
The greatest gimmick of all time.
Gold.
Even if you go back and just look at like the mid '80s Starcade, and then the change just from like '86 to '90 in WCW.
Yeah.
Like '86, they had so much top talent and great storylines, and really got you invested. By '90, it was like they were trying too hard to be WWF light with cartoony gimmicks. You had Arachna Man.
Yeah.
Marvel sued they ass.
I mean, I do remember the Gobbledygooker. I remember
yeah.
What the fuck is this?
Oh, dude, I was so excited for that giant fucking egg because I thought it was going to be just the future of pro wrestling coming out of that egg. Nope. It was a goddamn gobbledygooker.
I remember watching that. I rented it at a video store, and I was confused with the egg. I was watching it with my dad, and when it hatched, me and my dad just looked at each other, wondering, what is this? Why is there?
Well, you know what? And it's crazy because, when The Undertaker debuted that night, who the fuck thought, oh, this guy's going to be fucking the top of the business for the next 30 years?
Right.
Well, okay, for example, you're watching Superstars and you see a promo for TL Hopper. Now, me growing up, I didn't know who Dusty Rhodes was back in NWA and all that. And so when he came out as the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes wearing the polka dots, that was really one of my first exposures. I might have remembered him from like watching some NWA stuff with my uncle or something.
Mm-hmm.
But this was like, oh man, this American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. And sweet Sapphire.
Sweet Sapphire.
Sapphire.
And fucking Ric Flair talking about, hey, Macho Man, I got naked pictures of your wife.
Elizabeth was mine before she was yours. Woo!
Hey, you know what? I to this day though, I think WrestleMania 8 was one of the best WrestleManias ever.
Yeah, I liked it. I liked the match with Randy and Elizabeth. That was a good match.
Randy and Elizabeth, that must have been at the hotel room. You got that Coliseum exclusive.
Because
well, no hot tags that match. Randy,
no, I'm just kidding. But the storyline was great, but it felt like it was a mess, like for WrestleMania 8, because everything was changing, like the whole feud with Jake Roberts and Randy, and then Hogan. I get why Hogan and Flair didn't happen. I get why that didn't happen.
Yeah, because it sucked on house shows.
Yeah, but it's just one of those things. Like, I wish we had a conclusion finish for the rivalry with Jake and Randy, but what can you do, right?
I mean,
hey, the snake bit him. They put the X over it.
Right.
That scared me as a kid when I first saw it.
And you know what? And then if you go back, Earthquake was the face when he squashed the snake.
I'm about to get Jacob Fatu to join our podcast.
Oh, all right.
Oh,
I've been talking to him on my boy's podcast right now.
Nice.
Thank God it ain't
not tonight though. Not tonight.
No.
Thank God it ain't a charity.
I want to see the Darewolf or whatever.
Good. that was a fucking PJ Black.
No, what's his name? No, this was the.
He's a Samoan werewolf.
Yeah. Fuck that one up. There you go.
Hey,
I'm about to wrestle him in December.
Thank God it ain't. Thank God it ain't.
Hey, tell him I saw him in PCW. How about that? Makes up for it.
Hey,
thank God cash money, 2 tickets.
Thank God it ain't a charity podcast where he just wouldn't show up. Hey, I'm gonna get beat. I'm gonna get.
Wow, that's a cheap shot.
Hey, he's gonna watch this, and Blood's gonna get stiff the entire match.
Right?
I heard.
God damn, setting me up for failure.
Hey, can we
get back to Monday Night Raw?
Wait, hey, did that happen?
Oh yeah, Raw happened.
Yeah, Kofi Kingston had a phenomenal match with one of the Viking Raiders.
Okay, first of all, when I saw this was going to happen, I was like thinking, like, "Oh God, again!" But this actually was a legit good match. I actually enjoyed it. I think the right man won.
Who won? You know what we've confirmed here? Vikings hate black people.
Well, duh.
Goddamn, true fact.
Who doesn't?
I mean, apparently,
what does Brock dress like? He dresses like a North woodsman. all them Viking people. You saw Valhalla jump on Kofi. She's like, "What you gonna do? Hit me?"
True.
What you gonna do? Hit me? Like they say the black men do. Here, drink a 40, then you'll hit me. I heard her say that. She was like just trolling them. It was really bad.
I bet you did have it. That's called a wet dream, Drew.
Good looking out, Drew. Thank you very much.
I'm gonna leave the
Love Drew.
alone.
What the fuck, Taekwon? Jesus.
So
Christ.
Becky Lynch, yeah, she was out here. Anyway, yeah, Kofi. Hey, do you guys know what a Devil's match? Devil's Playground match. Devil's Playground match.
I could probably ask some.
It's pretty much a hardcore rules match.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah. So no over the top plugs for Pizza Hut tonight, but
thank God,
Pizza Hut must have paid a shitload of money to be on Fastlane.
Oh yeah.
You know what? And hold on now. So I was actually trying to watch Fastlane on my phone, and every time they cut to a replay of something, I kept on hearing, and I was like, "What the fuck is wrong with my phone? Like, what's that noise?" I thought there was something maybe in the audience with the air horn, like, and then I realized they're back to doing this like Ricochet, pew 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 pew, or Malachi Black going, And now they're like, I was like, oh.
Hey, speaking of Fastlane, fucking how crazy is it that Shane McMahon's son's in college now?
Okay, so let me tell you guys what I did.
Okay. Are you in college too?
So,
can you not be on the podcast because of college now?
So, wow. Damn. RJ, just hit me what you were saying. Senator.
Okay,
Fuck
you know what?
That's funny though. That's
You know
funny.
Fuck this. You know what? I'm tired of this shit. and blood, I'm putting this on you, man. We've been watching TBW for the last few weeks, and I gotta say, the production values are better than ours, and that fucking pisses me off. What I need a tally board up here, like right here, where every time Center hates on someone, I can be like, click, 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 click. And if we had the TBW budget or TBW technology, we'd be able to do that. But
I gotta go to full sale. I gotta go to full sale. Or whoever's doing the fucking video work there must went to half sale because you know what I mean Tennessee.
Whatever. So you want the sale in everything we are right now?
They went to one sale.
TBW is great, like the graphic.
Hey,
the graphic, merch graphics.
Look,
fucking flame on.
Sinner is the merch guy. Okay, Sinner is the merch guy. I can make all the cool intros and shit, but Sinner has to do the fucking merch.
What are we gonna sell tallies? Are we selling tallies?
You know what?
He wants a tally count.
Fucking commercial.
When you want to get your hair cut, you go get your hair cut right. You head down to Big D's Barbershop. Big D's Barbershop, Vancouver, Washington.
Oh, they said, fuck your commercials.
I know fucking commercials on TBW. Do they got shit like this?
Man, I was really hoping to see that Sir Mo commercial where the guy sounds like he's reading off a fucking cue card 10 miles away from him.
Do they got shit like this? Do they got shit like this? Huh?
No, they have good
blood. They kind of do.
You know what we need? We need ice cream bars.
You know
Flair,
what
that's what they got.
We need
all the jokes you want. Do them yourself. I'm not even gonna bother.
You know what we need is go to Sir Mo's wrestling school where you can learn to be one of the best. Who did that voiceover for Sir Mo's?
It was not me.
Who did that? Because whoever did that, I want to pay them big dollars to never fucking do voiceovers again.
Drew has some. Wow.
I got you halfway there, Drew.
But hater, god damn, look at this.
Damn. Why use a towel when you could just rub your nuts on Drew?
Wrecked him, damn near killed him.
Damn near killed him. Jesus Christ.
If I give money for that.
Look, Drew is like, he will let you rub your nut all over him.
So what happened next on Raw?
Oh yeah, Raw was tonight.
Oh shit. So there's some backstage stuff with Judgment Day where Damian Priest was holding JD McDonough up against the wall, like that porn video where the all redhead chick is holding up the little blonde chick. And it's really funny because I thought to myself, like, damn, Damian Priest is strong, because that's a lot of head to be holding up.
Right. Hey,
can you imagine what JD McDonough's Funko Pop would look like? That motherfucker would need 2 boxes. Hop me up here. Let's be down here.
Hey, JD McDonough's like the Elephant Man. He can't lay his head all the way down when he sleeps, and they break his neck.
I think Ming was like, God damn, he got a big head.
Hey, he'd give us Samoans or fucking don't let.
Right.
Right.
Anyway, we're gonna get the center special match of the night.
What? Yeah, here I come. Hey, guys, I gotta go.
It ain't Hollywood
No,
Haley
Tanner,
J though.
you
so-
stay here.
My kitchen's on
As soon
fire.
as they announced it, they were like, "Up next, Raquel Rodriguez versus."
I laughed so hard when I saw that. I was like, "Oh,
Oh no, it's a
Cindy's gonna
fatal! It's a triple threat match. Here comes Hollywood Haley J.
Hey, fuck that fucking Skankosaurus Rex. You know what? Some dumbass mark on the fucking internet had the gall to say. They said, "Oh, OVW is better than AEW." You stupid
outta
fuck!
here.
Someone deserves to take away your keyboard. No company with that fucking wretched, herpes-infested fucking skank.
But you know what the best
Deserve-
part about this match was? It got interrupted. Not once, but twice.
Yeah.
We had Rhea Ripley. All right, look. Rhea Ripley was looking really nice tonight coming in.
Oh,
interfering
she
in
always
that
looks
match.
nice.
And then we had Shayna Baszler.
Yes.
Another one I like.
Hey, they're finally pushing Shayna again.
Dude,
She came in with the most savage fucking knee I've ever
Oh
seen.
my god. Yeah.
But,
okay,
like,
once
you
again,
remember-
I know that the Raw season premiere isn't until next week,
Right.
but today someone backed up the truck that had all these other folks trapped inside of it and let them out and let them go to work. Like, hey, you know that check we've been giving you?
Now you gotta
Here's what
earn
you need
it.
to do for it.
You know what's crazy? Like just a few years ago, Shayna Baszler, when she had that feud with Charlotte, was being pushed as like a fucking just monster. And then she got to the main roster, and Vince was like, "Ugh, she won't look good in a bikini. Put her in the 24/7 division." Like they just fucking totally neutered fucking Shayna Baszler for the last 3 years
Was
now?
she a Rosebud?
No,
Probably. Probably at some point. Everyone was a
I don't think
rosebud
she
at some
was.
point.
I know Becky was.
Yeah.
Everyone was a rosebud at one point or another.
So, and so I don't know when it happened, but when they put her with Nia Jax and they went on their monster like tag team women's tour, this shit was great. I mean, it was
Oh, yeah.
good, you know? And then she kept on getting the legs cut from underneath it. Now, and here's the thing. Shayna Baszler is not the greatest speaker in the world. She's not the greatest talker on the mic. She needs to be paired with a spokesperson. I mean, they could have put her with Paul Heyman. They should have paired her with what's the chick who was with her anyway? Always wore the suit. She was general manager.
Sonya Deville?
Sonya Deville.
Yeah, Sonya Deville. They could have made Sonya Deville her manager. I mean, something, but where's Sonya Deville now anyway?
Injured.
Injured.
Because remember, she was
She won.
tag-
She just won the women's tag team, and I think she tore a quad. I think was it or was it?
something.
She got hurt with that ugly ass belt. That's what happened.
Right.
She probably slipped on it when she was getting out the shower. Yeah, so the ladies had it out in the ring, and Shayna Baszler was like, "Rhea, what are you doing? I'm just trying to." I don't know why they were even talking, but anyway. Next we had a lot of backstage stuff this week.
Yeah.
A lot of backstage stuff.
Well, you know what? I kind of felt like tonight was tonight. I felt like it was kind of a reintroduction episode
Sure.
of Raw, where they were trying to kind of reintroduce people that have been off TV for a while now.
Yeah.
And establish kind of new stories going forward, except for, the same story we've had
So
every week for months.
They did a couple things. So first of all, they reminded everybody who Tegan Knox is.
Which is well done.
I'm sure everybody forgot.
I'm
Indy
not-
Hartwell showed up like the chick on the back of a milk cart and like, oh, fuck, where'd she come from?
Where the fuck's Nikki Cross been?
I read something online that they said they're going to try and bring back Sanity.
With who? Eric Young left.
Well, they were talking about bringing back Sanity. That's why they brought Eric Young back. And then when all that shit went down, like they just walked away from the idea.
Yeah, when when Vince got brought back, Eric Young was like, "I'm not gonna fucking wrestle here for that creep."
Maybe JD McDonough will get tired of the Judgment Day and he'll go reform Sanity with
No, he's gonna reform He's gonna reform the Lollipop Guild.
Actually, what he could do is that big ass head of his, he could star in the next episode of Five Nights at Freddy.
Wait,
good match tonight? Ricochet versus Bronson Reed versus Chad Gable.
I really enjoyed this match. And I'm happy that I'm looking forward to seeing Bronson Reed versus Gunther for the Intercontinental Championship.
Wait, speaking of JD McDonough, who is that character back in the day on In Living Color where it's just the head and the shoes?
The head detective.
Yes, that is fucking JD McDonough. He's gonna be in the movie. He's gonna be in the remake.
Just throw me at him. Just throw me.
But yeah, fucking Bronson Reed going over Chad Gable and fucking come on.
It's so funny that you have a super heavyweight with two cruiserweights. You know, and but fucking Chad Gable and Ricochet together are just like magic in the ring, dude.
And then Bronson Reed
they put on such a good match, and Bronson Reed just comes in there like a bowling ball, just wrecking everybody, just running them over.
I mean, I have no interest in seeing Bronson Reed versus fucking Gunther.
I do.
I do too.
Of course you do.
And I think that in today's day and age, so with Brock Lesnar being on the Roman schedule, if you will, or
sideline for right now,
or Roman being on the Brock schedule, whatever. But that really dominant big man is missing, and
it ain't gonna fucking be Bronson.
Like one or two kind of floating around. So like you always had a Vader, you always had like a giant, you always had like just some big dude just floating around. And so that's kind of the space that he fills. And I thought it should be Otis, but you know. But I mean, he had plenty of success in Japan, working in New Japan and working every place else. So, let him do what he's going to do. You need that big monster that you can push like twice a year to be a challenger to whoever your title holder is. I mean, you need credible threats. Like, fucking look at this shit. Shinsuke Nakamura, Intercontinental Champion for 6 months, didn't defend the title once. Dude's been just surfing on the weekends. We don't know where. All of a sudden, hey, we need like a hell of a heel to fuck with Seth Rollins. Boom, they make him a credible ass heel.
And look at Gunther. And look at Gunther with the Intercontinental Championship.
Yeah.
The guy's been amazing. I've been looking forward to every time when he puts the belt on the line. And I'm glad he's been a good dominant champion. And I am curious who will be the one to take the title off of him.
Sure as fuck ain't going to be Bronson Reed.
No, I know that, but it's just one of those things like for me, it's like I'm always trying to figure out
when's it going to happen? Like,
yeah, like when like, and who.
Will it be one of those any given Sunday moments, or will it be like at Mania or at like
yeah.
For example, where's Bianca Belair? They keep her off TV long enough, so when she does come back, it means something. You got to remember, last time we saw her, she lost the belt in.
She's injured. She's been doing some other shit. Question: do you guys want to do the 5 o'clock stream like live of both shows?
Yeah, we can. But here's the crazy thing.
Yeah, I'm down for that.
AEW has a buy-in tomorrow at 7:30.
Shut the fuck up. Are you kidding?
Look, guess what the match is? Eddie Kingston versus...
Wait. Sorry. NXT goes on at 5.
Mm-hmm. So does AEW.
Oh, you're saying 7:30 your time.
So yeah, 4:30 your time.
Okay.
They're going to have the buy-in with a ROH World title and in New Japan Pro Wrestling Strong openweight title matches. Eddie Kingston takes on Minoru Suzuki.
Are people going to be home from work to watch that yet?
So wait. So this shit is starting at 4:30 my time.
Yes.
The buy-in. I will just be getting off work. So you guys are going to have to jump on and start the buy-in.
That's your time. Us normal people that go by the actual time, Eastern Standard Time, will already be off work. And I put our kids down.
You put your kids down like dogs, sinner, and in the immortal words of Christian,
Put your
go
kids to
fuck
bed at
yourself.
7:30.
Fuck them kids.
Ain't
Hell
too
yeah.
bad.
Look, hey, bedtime 6 p.m. Eastern.
All right, so
Even if we move to California, they're still going to bed at 6 p.m. Eastern.
that's like 3 p.m., motherfucker. Goddamn.
Yeah. Oh, you're home from school? Get to bed.
Damn.
Dang.
All right, so I'll set the stream up tomorrow for that dual stream, baby.
So, Shinsuke had to go to sleep tonight.
Yeah, he did.
Yep.
They've been planting little seeds. Little seeds.
Okay. So Sinner's right, because during the pay-per-view, the PLE, they dropped so many CM Punk references. The build up to the show the night before, so many CM Punk references online. They've been doing it. Come on, dude. CM Punk WWE.
I think,
and also if you think about it, last week, Seth Rollins was having that interview with Michael Cole, right? Michael Cole mentioned in one of CM Punk's Ring of Honor promos. Do you remember that?
Wait.
When he won the world title, is about the devil.
Yeah.
Wait. You guys are misunderstanding me. I meant they're planting seeds for the return of Hideo Itami.
No. This is a setup for the return of Heath Slater.
Kenta Kobashi. It's probably it. 3-man band. They teased it tonight.
They did.
Dude, they're going to be a crown jewel.
Look,
where is better for the Jinder Mahal, the modern day Maharaja, to make his return with his boy, the one-man rock band in tow?
They
to
helped
attack
win the belt.
Seth Rollins.
Yes.
Because Drew McIntyre is challenging for the title at Crown Jewel.
Here's
you know what? You are fucking smart. Julian, you can't
Seth
go on vacation.
Rollins.
Somebody will get fired.
You know what they're going to do? And then they'll just go ahead and give them the tag team titles right then and there.
Great.
Seth Rollins will be standing in the middle of the ring in Saudi Arabia, and next thing you're going to hear is, we're a 3-man band. And the crowd is going to go wild. They'll be throwing their turbans in the ring in celebration.
Okay, so that's not going to happen.
Women will have the right to vote.
That's not going to happen for two reasons.
Together.
One, because Heath Slater is still with Impact Wrestling.
Oh, like that fucking matters.
But
with the whole merger, they just ain't got the money to sign them.
Hold on, there's a caveat though. It might not be the 3-man band. It might be 2.5 because Hornswoggle is still free.
True.
And after the legendary WLC match, Horny might come back.
Nah, you can't do it. You can't eat just half the enchilada.
Look, Hornswoggle sent one too many nude pictures of Vince McMahon, and he's like, I'm never bringing this guy back now.
Is he available? I'll take it.
Because there's one thing little people like, and that's sending naked pictures.
I still feel like they could still have maybe Heath Slater.
Wow, Taekwon. You just putting Impact Wrestling business out there, huh?
Hey. Scott D'Amore sliding notes to people.
Taekwon, you shut your dirty mouth. They have hot dogs and handshakes.
Hey, fucking Scott D'Amore's just sliding little letters to people. Will you wrestle for me? Check yes or no.
It's the little fucking flower when you like this is shit.
The fucking.
But I still feel like WWE and Impact would work, for one time. They've done it before, so
yeah.
They let Mickey James come to the Royal Rumble with their titles.
Look here, they let Mickey James do that because they sent her shit in a garbage bag and it was bad PR.
Wait,
what
hold on.
the fuck?
Did they send her shit in a garbage bag, or did they send her a garbage bag with shit in it?
No, they literally send a garbage bag
doesn't work there
with
anymore.
her stuff in it.
No, if X-Pac still worked in there, it'd probably have shit in it.
Hey, I'm telling you right now, if I was a wrestling promoter, all my contract signings would happen in the Costco outside dining hall, and you definitely would get a hot dog and a
A
handshake.
handshake.
All right. Hold the presses.
Uh-oh.
And by
I'm gonna have Big Rig, Big. What was her gimmick name? I'm gonna have Amazing Maria James on the show.
the big rigs, the trailer park. Wait, the truckers.
Yes, I'm gonna have her on the show.
Trailer truckers.
But each one of us here.
Center can't be here.
No. I have to come up with 150. Julian, you got to come up with 150. Josh, you got to come up with 150. Center, you got to come up with 200. So we can get Haley. So we can get Hollywood Haley on the show.
You mean
I'll come up with 200 reasons why that fucking skank shouldn't even breathe the same fucking air as anyone in a professional wrestling ring.
She charges $250 to do podcasts.
Look, hey, you know what? If she charges $75 to suck your dick. So
that means I got to come up with 148 because I already got 2 of these nuts.
Look, she charges less for a blowjob, and you'll probably get more out of it, like gonorrhea, fucking crabs, all that.
Wow. I want to have a straight shoot show. And just have Center versus Haley J.
Look, the only thing I'm gonna shoot on is that lady's face.
Once again, let's go back to those production values from TBW. I need the word allegedly emblazoned across the screen. Just so we can always say it said allegedly. It says
allegedly. Hey, right allegedly, she's a cum guzzling fucking gutter whore.
Dang, Center.
By God, that girl's got a family.
The only thing I would shoot on her is her face, so it looked a little better.
Oh, she's not your type.
You're damn right she ain't.
Oh shit.
I prefer STD free.
Wow.
Fuck that.
Let's go to the main event, Julian.
Allegedly.
Let's talk about the main event, Julian.
Allegedly.
Yeah, let's go to main event.
So Gunther is shown. There's a replay of Gunther putting Tommaso Ciampa to sleep last week, which was great.
Yeah.
We have an interview with Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano backstage, and they're telling us why the return to DIY is so great, and who expected it? But then Ludwig Kaiser and Giovanna Vinci come back and attack them savagely.
Hey, tell Haley J you got a fucking bag of mess. She'll do it for free.
I love how Johnny Gargano's head got crammed into the piece of wood that separates the lockers in the locker room.
I enjoyed that. I enjoyed Imperium beat the crap out of
and then we also later on we had a video package for Ludwig Kaiser and Giovanna Vinci. So that was great.
Yeah.
The backstage thing with Tegan Knox and Natty's encouraging her to keep on fighting. You can do it. And she's like, yeah, but I lost twice in a row. She's like, that doesn't matter.
Like, bitch, I lose every week.
And let me just tell you that houndstooth skirt that Natty had on was looking really good with that leather top she was sporting too.
You know what? And another thing, if that steak came on our fucking podcast, she would be in front of more viewers than she is on that fucking cable access Channel 3 fucking OVW bullshit. Hey, our podcast makes money, unlike the fucking company you pretend to wrestle for.
Wait, there's money in this?
There's money in here? Are you serious?
What? No one told me this.
Oh, hey,
I've been bringing the donuts for free. What are you talking about?
It's
you
like
brought donuts?
It's
donuts?
like that.
Really?
I'm sorry, I meant these nuts.
Oh,
it's like that scene in We're the Millers where he's like, "Wait a minute, you're getting paid for this?"
Take a run nuts from the wall. They be walnuts. I said, hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
I like the fact that they gave Sami Zayn his heel theme song earlier.
Yes.
Back to, I thought that was a sign. I was like, oh, that's a sign. They're going to turn heel tonight.
I saw the sign. So Becky Lynch beat Tegan Knox by submission. Which is great. That's the way it should be for the NXT Women's Championship. So here we go. NXT Women's Championship being defended on Raw, high profile.
Really cool.
And tomorrow, just so you don't forget, We are going to have Carmelo Hayes versus Braun Breaker. And then Carmelo Hayes' corner is going to be John Cena, which I found odd. And in
Paul Heyman.
Braun Breaker's corner is going to be Paul Heyman, which makes a whole lot of fucking sense.
Yeah, because remember that huge run he had with the Steiner brothers back in the day?
Yeah, kind of, sort of.
No.
I don't remember that.
I mean, well, he did bring the Steiners into ECW once.
Varsity Club.
Yes,
right. Hey, you know what? He's like, hey, the check bounced that I gave your dad and uncle, so why don't I come manage you to make up for it?
Might still bounce today. You don't know. In the Ludwig Kaiser means European excellence. He's an A+ specimen. Video package. Anyway, main event. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn versus main event Jey Uso and the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes. Cody and Jay's finisher is officially called the Code D.
Yeah, the Code D.
The Code
D. So it's like the 1D and Cody cutter.
It's like the 1D plus a Cody cutter.
Hey, you know what?
Nuts.
I'm just glad they're still not. I'm just glad they're still not drunk from Saturday.
Cody's super kick, not that great.
That was Cody's high toe kick,
especially when he does it along with Jey Uso. Yeah. It's like,
yeah.
Julie and I both laughed at that toe kick. We were like, that was a toe kick.
Have you guys seen the clip that's been going around of Undertaker, Triple H, and Shawn Michaels together talking? And Shawn Michaels is like, unlike you guys, I have the most protected finisher in the business. He's like, he said, no one ever gets up from a super kick.
I love that part. That was
Undertaker's like, super kicks become the DDT of this generation.
He's not wrong.
He's not.
Bro,
like,
remember
the Canadian Destroyer? That's like, fuck, that's a setup.
I was going to say, like the Canadian Destroyer.
Yeah, it's just a transition move.
So, which moves are still protected today? A burning hammer.
Yeah,
maybe?
Yeah. Tombstone isn't even protected. The fucking Bucks do it every match, and it never wins it for him.
Meltzer driver.
Meltzer driver.
The indie takers, they used to call it.
I mean, pedigree's kind of still protected. You never see anyone doing the pedigree.
No. Seth Rollins did it to Shinsuke Nakamura on the pay-per-view.
Did he? Did he win with it?
Nope.
Oh shit! Triple H mad now.
What about CM Punk? He used to do something similar like that, but it was called the
Pepsi plunge.
The Pepsi plunge.
Well, that right there is protected because that motherfucker drops you on your head from the top rope.
Right. Yeah, that motherfucker literally knocks you out with it.
Yeah.
Hey, a low-key opening spot is still protected because he knocks motherfuckers out.
Oh, that one spot where he runs and he fucking does a Pele kick and he knocks you out?
Knocks dude out, and then he's still trying to have the match with a dude that's completely unconscious.
Thank you.
There are no moves that are just straight up protected anymore.
Well, that German suplex that Chad Gable does, he's pinning people with that.
Yeah, but it's not protected because people kicking out of it.
Okay.
I mean, End of Days is the last finisher I can remember being protected for a long ass time.
I love the End of Days. I always thought that was a cool move.
I remember me and Julian were watching that shit when he kicked out. Julian was like, that motherfucker gonna kick out. I'm like, that's how I won the prediction championship. I'm like, he gonna kick out End of Days. When he kicked out, Julian was like, son of a bitch.
Hey, you remember
I had Baron Corbin picked to win that match. I was like, son of a bitch. End of Days, it's a wrap.
Julian
Sitter's still salty about that.
From the screen for a minute, like fuck this.
Sitter's still so salty about that. He can't believe.
Yeah, this is some bullshit.
Yep. He's like, fuck this shit. Can't believe it.
Not only did Madcap Moss lose,
Baron Corbin was your ace in the hole.
But then, when I tell you I was 2 points, 2 points.
He was, no lie.
2 points. All I needed was for either A, Madcap to win, or B, for someone not to kick out of the End of Days. One of the two. Just one of the two.
And at the end of the day, Julian was like,
There's Sinner.
Yeah, my cat done knocked shit out. Get out of there, dog. They're fucking unplugging shit on me. God damn it. This is why I don't work with kids or animals.
Your cat is like, stop. You're embarrassing yourself.
Pretty much. I had a good fucking point to make too, but it got ruined there. So. And
your cat put the finish on everything.
You remember back in the fucking like ruthless aggression era where like it seemed like every guy that got called up from OVW had the overdrive as a finisher.
Yep.
Yes.
Because like Randy Orton used it, fucking Cena used it, Carlito used it.
MVP.
MVP's the only one that's stuck with. But like fucking at least 6 guys that came up from OVW. Was that the only thing Jim Cornette was teaching them in Kentucky? How to do the fucking overdrive?
Probably.
Ask Haley J.
Fuck, you know what? The only I know that bitch needs to do an overdose, not the override.
Wait,
Fuck
didn't Heath Slater use that move one time?
Yep.
Okay,
So JBL, his lariat was protected.
Oh, yeah.
From hell.
He was hurting people with it. That's why. No one else.
He was right.
You were not kicking out of that shit.
Hell no.
Even when you were supposed to kick out, you weren't kicking out.
You wasn't kicking out of that shit.
Undertaker's last ride.
I mean, that's just an extended power bomb.
It was a power bomb. It's like a tippy toe power bomb. Okay, so blunt force trauma so far is protected, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Does anybody even do the leg drop anymore?
No, no one can do it as good as Hogan did it. So they don't even try.
They kind of figured that out by looking at Hogan.
Right.
What about the gorilla press slam that Warrior used to do?
Hey,
exactly.
The back rake.
Warrior used to do it. They're like, no.
The back rake is still protected.
Wow. Taekwon has your back on this one, Center.
I appreciate you, Taekwon.
We need to see someone start doing the Argentinian backbreaker again as a submission.
Hey, why don't matches
torture rack, the Argentinian backbreaker?
Why don't matches just end with a bear hug anymore? A bear hug used to be a very deadly move.
I remember that.
Now it don't even get used.
I'm gonna use that shit on Saturday. Fuck yeah, Center.
Fuck you know what?
The video game was called Trapping Clutch something.
You remember how many fucking titles matches that fucking Bruno Sammartino won with a bear hug?
No.
Of course you don't.
You know what? That's the same like with the full Nelson. Ken Patera and Billy Jack Haynes used to fucking swing people like for the fences.
Hey,
Hold on. Our boy uses the full Nelson as a finisher still to this day.
Chris Masters?
No, the bald-headed black guy with alopecia.
Oh, Bobby Lashley.
Jada Smith? Oh, Bobby Lashley.
You know who else had a finisher that was really fucking awesome? That is not protected these days? Ronnie Garvin.
Oh yeah.
Just hands of stone. No, the hands of stone. Like he just punch you in the fucking face.
Right.
Knock you the fuck out.
Big Show did that.
That's some fucking what's his name now? I mean Roman takes like 3 or 4 punches to knock you out. Ronnie Garvin just did one.
Hey, you know what? Big Show's
illegal. You're not allowed to do a close fist punch in wrestling.
You ain't allowed to hit a motherfucker with a chair, but we see that shit every show.
Hey, Big Show's punch was protected for a long time.
WMD?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What about the Code Breaker? No, Walls of Jericho?
No, it wasn't really. No.
Figure 4, figure 8.
Look, Ric Flair. I don't think Ric Flair's ever won a match with the figure 4.
The most protected finish of all time still's got to be the Benoit murders.
Oh.
Hey, that was a protected finish.
No.
Hey,
damage.
Have you guys ever seen the fucking Billy Jack Haynes shoot where he was like just all these fucking conspiracy theories?
No, but I sat in the locker room with him when he fucking told me that shit.
Like how Vince is the one that killed. Vince is the one that killed fucking
Oh, yeah, pretty much.
What do you say?
Where he said
Snuka's
that
hotel room.
That's like maybe you're the Puerto Rican shower.
And ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us on the
Jesus
podcast.
Christ.
For all of these sick individuals on here, I'm the franchise. We'll see you guys tomorrow for a special dual stream of AEW versus NXT.
No
Two
Clooney
play
Maker.
stream.
To play.